so I want everyone to imagine that they're laying in bed at night after a long day's work. Your thoughts are racing, you can't quite fall asleep yet. So, maybe you're thinking about how your day went. You might be thinking about how your day's gonna go tomorrow, all the things you have to do. Maybe you start thinking about how much you hate your job or how much you like your fellow employees. Usually after I get past those general thoughts, I start to think about the universe and start getting a little deeper. I might start thinking about how large the universe is and how small I am. Start thinking about all the large-scale problems that come with the universe, and I start thinking, what can I do? Is there anything I can do? If I do anything, is it going to make a difference? And that's when the paralyzing anxiety starts to kick in, that I don't matter. I have a little mini panic attack thinking about all these problems, and this is honestly what it looks like in my head throughout this. Talk to you guys today about something that helps me sleep at night and stop picturing that paralyzing anxiety that I get when I see the universe inside my head exploding. And I can't promise you that the world isn't going to explode tomorrow, but this is something that I've been entertaining for a while. It's something that I began to think about when I started working with the cause of food waste, which is a very large scale cause. And again, that feeling of, can I do anything? Is what I'm doing helping at all? And so what I want to share with you guys today is the power of one. The power that one person holds and the fact that one person can make a difference. So before I get into that and the research that I've done about it, I want to share with you guys a little story. I think those are a lot more interesting to listen to and personally a lot more interesting to tell. So originally I honestly wanted to talk to you guys about the cause of food waste and what can be done, what we can do, why it's a problem. So I wanted to present it in a very nice, neat problem and then give you guys a solution. So I started doing research and I started seeing all these shocking statistics, how much food we waste in the US each year and how many people in the US suffer from food insecurity. And so then I started looking into the issues of poverty and then consumerism in America and just all these deep-rooted societal issues that we have, and that paralyzing anxiety started kicking in and just thinking, wow, this is a huge problem. How could I have been so naive to think that I could have presented a nice solution to all of you when I just don't even know where this all started or what can be done. And that was when I remembered. A couple springs ago I took a semester class called Mindfulness. I thought that would be a great idea. So if you haven't realized, I do have a little bit of an anxiety problem, so I thought that would help. And one afternoon we were all sharing our meditative experiences, and this kid started talking about how his thoughts were wandering during meditation, very similar to how mine started wandering at night when I was trying to fall asleep. And so I perked up and was really listening, was really interested in what my teacher's response would be. And her being the yoga, meditation, mindfulness guru that she was, she said something so very profound, yet simple, and also reassuring for me at that moment in my life. And she said that all you can do is what you can do. Which I was like, wow, that's extremely true. I can't change people's minds. I can't make people care about a certain cause. All I can do is what I can personally do. And so I thought, wow, I can, as one person, make a difference. And so being a little skeptical, I wasn't sure if maybe this was just some yogi mantra she told us to keep us all a little bit more sane. Or if this was, in fact, the case, that all you can do is what you can do and that one person can make a difference. And so taking what I learned from college to be cynical of everything and always do your research, I started looking this up. And so I want to share with you guys now the research that I found about the power of one person. So logically, this argument actually is invalid. We can apply a couple fallacies to that. According to the Sorites paradox and the prevention paradox, actually this is an invalid argument, but I think if I were here talking to you guys today about logical fallacies, you'd either be very bored or wouldn't be listening in the first place. So we're going to move on. I was really interested in this argument scientifically. So I was doing research and I found that there actually is a single-celled organism in the ocean right now that is affecting the ocean's nitrogen levels at a much greater effect than scientists originally thought. And so I just thought, wow, if something with one single cell can have such an impact on a thing as large as the ocean, then we as human beings should definitely be able to make a difference, no matter our cause. And so I want to talk about our social circles of influence that we have, as well as our just a circle of impact that we can all use to make a difference in one's lives. And so this here is our social circle of influence, and as you can see, it starts with you as one person, and then it reaches out to people you know personally, so friends, family, coworkers, and then it really branches much farther beyond that to the people that we don't in fact know. But I think we know a lot more people than we really think, due to friends of friends and coworkers of friends and family members of friends, as you can see here in this image, that we are connected to a lot more people than we originally had thought. And so using all of our contacts and everyone that we know, we can apply the circle of impact, which is shown here. It has 3 dimensions: ideas, relationships, and life and work. And then your values, your purpose, your vision kind of coincide with all of that to then work together to help you have an impact. As you can see here, it's kind of the circle of how it all works. So I think we're all pretty, educated as to what these terms mean. So I'll just let you guys take a look for a minute and kind of think about that, and it all works together towards the end goal, and that's having an impact. Well, I realized I started seeing this actually kind of working in my life, but with my cause of food waste. So I like to do presentations in class about food waste whenever I have the opportunity, so anytime I can present, I like to use that as a topic. And actually just the other day, I had a girl in my class come up to me and say, "Hey Katie, did you see Starbucks is now making it mandatory for all of their locations to donate their excess food to like food rescue organizations or organizations that take food donations." She was like, I never would have actually looked at this if I hadn't been for you. I might have just been like, oh, cool, Starbucks, but not actually read on about the food donation. So, thank you for sharing. That was really cool. And, wow, it was really crazy to have someone who, I hadn't realized that this might have sunk in, or that they would even think about this after my presentation was over. So I did realize that the little things do make a difference. I want to talk to you guys now about a couple of other people who have had a large impact as just one person because of their ideas. The first person I want to talk to you about today is Sir Nicholas Winton. He's a London stockbroker, and around the age of 29, this was during the Nazi era, he had the opportunity to go visit Prague, where refugees were currently located. He did this actually instead of going on a skiing trip. And so he went and he saw what was going on, and all the families were very concerned for their children because, with the Hitler reign, they had no idea what was going to happen. Everyone was preparing for war, and they were scared for their children's lives. And so Sir Nicholas Winton had an idea, and he created essentially a fake organization that helped children in Prague then travel over to Britain via train. And through this program, this organization that he made, he rescued 669 children from potentially dying due to the war. And after that, it's now thought that there are 6,000 people alive because of those 669 people he saved, their children. And just because he had this one idea, he had this large impact on 669 people directly, and then 6,000 people indirectly. Another woman I want to talk about is Joyce Roush. She was the first person to do a non-directed kidney donation in the United States. This was in 1999, and she was a nurse. She went to a conference where she saw a doctor present on this new procedure where someone could donate a kidney, and she was extremely interested in doing this, and so she approached the doctor and said, "Hey, I want to donate my kidney to someone who needs it." And at the time, the doctor thought she was crazy. Everyone kind of thought something was a little wacky. She actually had to go through a psychological test to make sure she was sane as part of the process. And so it all had happened. She got to donate her kidney and was the first person to do so. And recently, TED Talks wanted her to do a talk, and she had kind of put all this behind her and moved on. So she said, yes, I'll do this talk, but she had to do research on what was going on with kidney donation and organ donation now, because she, is It's been 10, 15 years since this all happened, and she just didn't know what was going on. And so I want to share this clip with you. This is her talking about the research that she'd done and her findings, and just how shocking it was to her to see how much this has grown since 1999 when she first donated her kidney.
I sat down at my computer, did my web search, non-directed kidney donation. I couldn't believe it. Site after site after site after site came up. 13 countries in Europe had sites on non-directed kidney donation. Australia, Canada, where they wanted to tar and feather me, were doing non-directed kidney donations. There were 1,400,000 sites dedicated to non-directed kidney donation. In 1999, there had been 0. There's one site called matchingdonors.com where people can register. There's 10,000 people registered to be kidney donors on that site. So do I think one person can make a difference? I do. I didn't know so much until this past month how much one person's life could make a difference. So what I wish for each of you is that you will find your idea worth spreading, that gratitude and purpose will be what you carry in your pocket, that you will find serenity and wisdom and peace. Namaste.
I now want to share with you guys a couple of other examples of just, one person having this idea and it spreading and growing and becoming much larger than them. None of us have to be, these people. But I just want to share with you, it all starts with one idea. I don't think these people thought their one idea they had was going to be so huge and have such an impact. First here we have Rosa Parks. She had the idea one day she was not going to get up from her seat. She wasn't going to give her seat up to a white passenger. And that had such a large impact on the civil rights movement. Next here we can see is Nelson Mandela. He fought for apartheid, or to end apartheid, in South Africa. Here we have Edgar Helms. He was the founder of Goodwill. Next we have Daniel Lubetzky, the CEO of Kind Bars, where this all started in his living room. It's where he kept all his boxes and his inventory, and now he's created this huge company. And next we have you. Again, this could be anyone. No matter how big or small you think your idea is, or your cause or your passion, I just want, to share with you guys today that one person can have an influence, we can have an impact, and that there is power in one. And so before I end today, I want to share with you guys a little poem that I found while doing research on this, and it is titled The Power of One. One song can spark a moment, one flower can wake the dream, one tree can start a forest, one bird can herald spring. One smile begins a friendship, one hand clasp lifts a soul, one star can guide a ship at sea, one word can frame the goal. One vote can change a nation, one sunbeam lights a room, one candle wipes out darkness, one laugh will conquer gloom. One step must start each journey, one word must start each prayer, one hope will raise our spirits, one touch can show you care. One voice can speak with wisdom, one heart can know it's true, one life can make the difference. You see, it's up to you. Thank you.